Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So there's some rumors going around the NBA right now that the Clippers would be interested in trading back for former All-Star point guard Chris Paul. And I first saw that and I was like, why would they do that? But then I really thought about it. I'm actually 100% for this happening. The reason I gotta say this, man, is because straight up, like, Chris Paul, the days of him being a number one or number two option are long gone. But you get some really good players around him. Look at the Thunder, for example, man. Like, nobody thought the Thunder was gonna do what they're doing this season. And they got guys like Gallinari, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dennis Schroeder, putting up the scoring numbers, and Chris Paul's main focus is running the offense and just, making sure everybody's playing their standard of basketball. So you put him on the Clippers with the likes of Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, it's game over. I absolutely love the idea of this. And not to mention too, man, that the Clippers are straight up like, it's go time. It's win now mode because, of course, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George do not have long-term contracts. And as far as like guys like Montrezl Harrell, those guys are due big time money. So the time to win is right now while you have this really strong roster. So for today's video, guys, we're going to take a look at a Chris Paul Clippers rebuild. If you guys don't mind dropping a like on the video and, of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel would be greatly appreciated. And as always, check out the second channel, Extra Crispy, for daily NBA content over there. I actually just reacted to that New York Knicks Memphis Grizzlies brawl. Softest moment in basketball history, if you ask me, bro. But yes, so the trade that I did, now keep in mind that it's not going to be like the Thunder getting like any superstar players back. Pretty much the big part for them is getting off of Chris Paul's contract. So the trade that I was seeing was Patrick Beverley, Zubac, Mo Harkless, Ronnie McGruder in exchange for Chris Paul and some filler players. Now at the same time, like the Clippers are losing a lot of depth with this trade because Patrick Beverley's got that tenacity, a big time leader, just really on and off the court for the Clippers. Zubac is the guy that can start the center spot, knows his role, plays that role very nicely. Montrezl Harrell comes and does business. Mo Harkless, I believe, is the starting power forward of this team as of right now. I think the line's kind of switching, back and forth and stuff like that, like an NBA team. But yeah, so you are giving up quite a bit of talent here. So you got to really know that the guy you're getting back, Chris Paul, and of course the guys on the bench can kind of fill in some of those roles. You might even have to do some more free agent signings and things like that. But yeah, so real quick here, looking at Chris Paul, what exactly is he doing this season, guys? 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and about 1 to 2 steals per game. Efficiency is pretty damn solid. 48% field goal percentage is way higher than last year. Because he is like the main ball handler. He doesn't really have to share the basketball with James Harden. He can get in the flow of how he runs a basketball team. And the three-point shot is kind of where, pretty much exactly where it was last year. Also, minutes per game, all that stuff is really solid. Making his free throws, doing everything. So, I know like the latter part of his contract wouldn't be great, but if you're trying to win right now, which I think the Clippers are, Chris Paul can definitely help you get that done. Plus, just the start of him returning to the Clippers is really cool. So yeah, man. So you look at the starting lineup as of right now, definitely got to make some changes right now because we got Chris Paul, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. That's what I'm rocking with. That defense, oh my God, that defense is going to be crazy. But then, of course, you got the rest of the front court. They got Patrick Patterson starting at the 4 spot over Mo Harkless. I'm thinking probably either him or JaMychal Green. Stretch fours out there is pretty much kind of how they rock it. So Patrick Patterson, I'm okay with that. 5 points, 37% from 3. That's fine for right now. Then, of course, the bench, and you got Lou Williams, you got Landry Shamet. But the center spot is kind of where it gets interesting because I still like the idea, at least for this season, Montrez coming off the bench. I just feel like that's like his role with this team, and he plays it very nicely. But what we want to get is we want to go out there and get like a center that can kind of fill in Ivica Zubac's role and just be like a guy that's like, okay, you're going to get limited minutes, but when you're out there, you're going to play all hard. Unfortunately, I don't think the rookie here, Mfiondu Kabengele, I think I said that right. I don't think the role is for him this season. It's just not a good idea. So what we're going to be doing is, first I think I got to drop a player because I got way too many players on this roster. So yeah, Deonte Burton, unfortunately, going to release you to free agency. There's barely room in this damn lineup for Jerome Robinson in place. So yeah, we're going to drop him and sign somebody else. And I actually have a player in mind that I think would fit this role very nicely. And that is actually going to be former Chicago Bulls center, not Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah. Like, Joakim Noah is the definition of what you need from this team. He's going to come in there, start, we can start with the center spot. Last year for the Memphis Grizzlies, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, nearly a block per game. Good field goal percentage. Played about 17 minutes per game. Pretty good efficient numbers right there. He can start for the team. Bring that heart, bring that soul. And when it's time for Montrez to go in, that's good. You know, it's GG. He's good to go with that. I was thinking either him or Marcin Gortat, but Gortat, I don't trust him anymore as a starter. So we're going to go with Joakim Noah to a minimum contract, which is perfect. So he will be the new starting center for this team. And I suppose, like I said, Patrick Patterson at the 4 spot. That's what we'll probably roll with here. So this is what the rest of the team's looking like. We are going to go with a 9-man rotation. That looks good. You know, you got your big 2 right there. Then, of course, you got Chris Paul getting the 33 a game. Montrez, we're actually getting probably closer to about 33 minutes. And then Joakim right there. Lou Williams at about 30 minutes per game. I guess that is what you risk a little bit with this, is that, you know, well, I guess what you would probably have to do is eventually you have to run a lot of lineups with Montrez, Kawhi at the 4, Paul George at the 3, Chris Paul at the point guard spot, and of course Lou Williams at the 2. That would probably be like your closeout lineup, which would be kind of interesting. But yeah, man, this is the team we're rocking with. As far as system proficiency, we got 3.5-star grit and grind. Nothing else really looking. I guess defense is 4-star, balance is 4-star, but we'll go Doc Rivers system right there with grit and grind. That sounds good to me. I'm actually surprised Joakim Noah's not a bit higher in that department. It just seems like his style of play. So yeah, we are currently 33-14 out of the season. You know, and let's be quite honest, man. Do the Clippers need to do this trade? Not at all. Not at all. Because I still think they have good potential, great potential to win the NBA championship. But just with the way Chris Paul has been playing, if they're looking, you know, maybe to try to get a leg up on the competition, it's definitely a unique move to make. So, plus I really hope Chris Paul, you know, gets his championship, especially with the Clippers. That'd be an awesome, awesome story. But let's go ahead and simulate the rest of this NBA season and see how this, I want to say new look Chris Paul team, but at the same time, you know, old look Chris Paul team really can do. You know, old Chris Paul, new players. Okay, so yeah, this team was pretty much unbeatable. 64-17. I forgot what the record was before we started the simulation, but, you know, they lost to the Nets right here. Lost to the Timberwolves. Seeing a lot of W's on the screen. So, wow, I think they only lost 2 games since All-Star break. Maybe, no, they lost to the Spurs. 3 games is what they lost. That is absolutely insane, man. So, it looks like Chris Paul really brought the chemistry together for the team. One more game against the Portland Trail Blazers and finished with a W on the season, so 65 wins. LeBron James getting the MVP award. John Morant, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder as 6-man. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player, also 28 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals per game. Terry Rozier, Most Improved, and Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year. So, yeah, it seems like a very solidified type of trade where it's like, okay, the Clippers could win it right now. Very good chance, but with Chris Paul, if chemistry and everything works out, it's like they are going to win the championship. They are the first seed, no doubt, in the Western Conference. Let's go to the player stats, see how Chris Paul and the rest of the gang played. I'm never saying gang again like that. We got Kawhi Leonard, we know his stat line. Paul George, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. You got Lou Williams at 19 points, 5 assists. You got Montrez at 18 and 8. And you got Chris Paul, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, guys. You literally have your 5th scoring option averaging 18 points per game. And then, of course, like, yeah, after that, it's kind of a big fall off. Joakim Noah, actually, he played perfect. He came onto this team and did exactly what we needed the 35-6-11 man to do. 5 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Very underrated passer, by the way. 1 steal and 1 block per game. And he did that all in 22 minutes. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Actually, want to see this per 36. That might have been Beeston. Damn, bro, Amir Coffee, bro. Bro, mine's the team, man. It's coffee season. Okay. Where's he at? Okay, I guess it's per 36, not as good. 12 rebounds at least, and 7 assists. So yeah, okay. So go back to the regular stats. There we go. I do want to see the split the split stats. Say that 3 times fast. I'm gonna try it right now. Split stats. Okay. I promise I've not been drinking before this video. I promise you that. Now after is a different story, man. My Pistons haven't been doing so well. No. I'm not going to drink. Okay, but yeah, it's so since coming on the team, his first complete month with the team, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals. Balling out. March went down a little bit. April went down a little bit. The assist still there, though. Actually averaging way more assists as the starting point guard, up to about 10 a game. So that's great. So here we go. First round, we got the San Antonio Spurs. Simulate round, see how this goes. Come on, man, let's get it. Let's get it. And looking like it might be a sweep. 4-0. 4-0. I mean, this team only lost 3 games. 25 cents game Chris Paul, 25 for Lou, 22, 8-5 for Paul George, 22, 9-8 for Kawhi, 17-5. You also got a double-double down here for Montrez and a double-double for Joakim Noah and the 5 assists. I love his passing, guys. Wow. Okay. Next up, Denver Nuggets. Simulate round. Come on, guys. We're just going to sweep all the way through here. And we're just going to make ourselves a quick dynasty. All right. Got them 4 games to 2. So, not quite a sweep, but it's all good. 33, 12-5 for Kawhi. 26, 6-11 for Chris Paul. This team can just beat you in so many different ways. And then you got Noah. Goes 0 for 3, but still gets 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks in limited minutes. Next up, we got the Lakers. I still think about that time that Chris Paul almost got traded to the Lakers, and the NBA was like, no, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna veto that real quick. Simulate round. Come on, guys. See what y'all can do. Clipper Nation, and got them 4 games to 0. Looking pretty crispy out here. Paul George 27, 19-12 for Montrez. Chris Paul 17, 5-9 with 3 steals. 3-point shot not falling. That's the scary part too. Is that offensively? I mean, yeah, they can still put up numbers, but Chris Paul played horrible. 1 for 10 shooting, and they still won 124-104. All right, we got the 76ers. That would be an interesting matchup. Ben Simmons against Chris Paul. I think you would probably have to do some sort of some sort of tweaking on the defensive. I'd probably say Kawhi Leonard on Ben Simmons. Simulate round. Come on, guys. Let's win it. Come on, guys. And there we go. We got them 4 games to NBA champions. Kawhi Leonard, appropriately the Finals MVP. 3rd Finals MVP with a different team. That is crazy. And definitely a big-time possibility. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists per game. Didn't even mention his defense at all. 22, 7-14 for Chris Paul. Finally gets himself a ring. But here we go. So that part of the rebuild was pretty easy. We got Chris Paul, borderline all-star point guard. Could make the all-star team. We'll see how things go. That part's easy. But now it's like, okay, do we have enough to bring back Montrez? Do we want to go back and get Joakim Noah? Is there a different starting center we can get? Or maybe Montrez, maybe it's time to start him, the power forward spot. How are we going to handle all that? So let's go to staff sign, make sure Doc Rivers is signed up. Yes, he is for 2 more seasons. No doubt going to keep him on the team. One of the greatest coaches of all time, if you ask me. All right, NBA draft, which I don't think the Clippers have draft picks for the next 17 millenniums. It's all good, it's all good. And we do have a draft pick. Look at that, man. 24th pick. Who are we going to get? N'Faly Dante actually sounded a little intriguing. 6'11", 7'7" wingspan. You also got this dude, Zeke. I like his name. Zeke, 19 years of age. Same length, a little bit of a lesser wingspan, but, had 1 or 2 big, big max compared to N'Faly Dante. I've never taken Zeke before. I don't like the idea of starting a rookie at center, but if the rating's right, I could see myself doing it. 6'11" from Arizona. There we go. Because, Joakim Noah, we'll see about him. 76 overall. We might just use him as our starting center and then use Montrez as the backup like we've been doing, because that's just kind of been working. So, all right, team player option, Landry Shem, bring him back. JaMychal Green might just be the starting power forward, and we got Jerome Robinson. I could see myself swinging a trade with Jerome and JaMychal to try to get a better starting power forward. We'll kind of see about that. Qualifying offers. Okay. Gotta bring back my boy Coffin, man. Killing the per 36. Gotta do it, bro. All right. My moratorium period. I don't know if we have enough to get. We do have the right to Montrez. Damn, that luxury is going to be bad. It's going to be bad, man. Let's get this dude his money, though. He deserves the payday. So, Montrez. Okay, looks like the only guy we're probably going to lose it out on is Patrick Patterson. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Let's just make sure we get Montrez signed up. All right, we're good to go. He's back on the team. Looking at other power forwards, Marvin Williams. At the age of 34, I imagine his rating is going to start dropping, but if we can get him to a pretty decent contract, might end up being a backup for us going forward. So there we go. We got Marvin Williams. Let's see. Looks like Joakim Noah was scooped up by another team. That's okay. He was getting a bit older anyway. I'm going to go ahead, guys. I don't really got too much more to do this off. I got to do it, man. We win championships for all the former Clipper point guards today. That's what we're doing. I know he went to retirement, but you're going to be a 3rd option, and you can just hang out with the team. It's going to be great, Sean Livingston. You're going to you can stay home and just watch the games, but I want to get you a ring. All right, guys. He's already got rings with the Warriors, obviously, but with the Clippers, bro. The Clippers. Back when y'all don't remember Afro Sean Livingston before the injury. The guy was supposed to be the next GOAT point guard. I'm going to go ahead, though, and simulate 2 at the beginning of the regular season and probably try to improve the power forward spot. Okay, so this is what the team team is looking like right now, guys. We got the same starting three right there. Then we got JaMychal at the 4 spot. Definitely got to upgrade him. And Zeke at the starting center spot is a 76 overall, so that's really cool. Montrez, Lou Williams, Landry Shaman off the bench. Definitely not going to change that up at all. So yeah, yeah, Montrez back. Okay, my bad, backup center. Yeah, okay. So, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I was debating on maybe putting Cab as power forward. He goes up to a 76. Now, he could start on this team. I don't know if I really want to start the second-year player, though, with a rookie like that. That seems a little risky, especially since we don't really have a great power forward coming off the bench. So I think I'd like to trade for a veteran power forward and then use Cab as a stretch forward off the bench. That seems like a nice move. So we're going to do a trade of Jerome Robinson. He's just not really getting good PT. JaMychal Green. And I'm actually going to trade this future first. I mean, we trade all of our other draft picks. Might as well trade these ones too, right, man? So, yeah, looking for a starting power forward. Here we get Bismack and Ersan Ilyasova. That's not really doing it for me. Andre Roberson. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Man, what's his three-point shot? Yeah, that's a 50. I just can't afford that. I just can't, man. Yeah, definitely not, like, great trades here. Amari Spellman and Kevon Looney. That's not bad. Okay, I'm not liking those trades. Let's do one of... I mean, do I really want to trade Cab away? If it means really upgrading the team? I guess we could go with that and use JaMychal as backup power forward, I suppose. Just like more teams might be willing to like bite at this, I suppose. I mean, you got to give up value to get value back, plain and simple. But once again, like not really a lot of great power forwards being offered up. Some nice trades, like some trades that I'm just kind of like, yo, I would kind of consider doing that. Because, like, I could put Mo Wagner as the starting power forward. We also get Jordan McRae out of it. Because I know, I'm pretty damn sure if I put Maurice Wagner as the starting four, and he's 6'11", he's got some good height to him. I think so does Cab, though. He's 6'9", okay. I'm pretty sure he would probably be like an 80 overall player. I think I'm going to go with this trade right here. I like the idea of getting some more height out there. Plus, Wagner could play, like, some other center spot. You know, can play also the center spot if needed, if our rookie decides to not play all that great. I'm going to go with this one here, man. I'm actually a big Mo Wagner fan. I'm a Michigan fan. So 81 overall at the starting 4 spot. So yeah, I mean, that gets us the guy we need. Unfortunately now, you know, it's like the backup 4 spot. It's a little bit weaker. But I think we're going to go down here and probably just give it to Marvin Williams. Like, he'll be fine. I think our backup 4 last year was like a 74 overall. Being JaMychal Green, so not really too concerned about that. But this lineup definitely has some height in it, and Chris Paul, not the tallest guy out there. But, yep, we're going to do the same thing as we did last year. Give him about 23 minutes, get the majority of the center spots to Montrez, especially now he's getting big boy money. Let's give Mo a few Mo minutes. That's my joke I'm making. I'm sticking with it. And, yeah, overall, this lineup looks great. I love it. I think it's definitely a repeatable team, no doubt in my mind. We got 3.5-star grit and grind system. See if anything looks a bit better with that. Not really. Once again, I mean, balance is there, but I'd much rather just run with the coach's preferred system. So, all right, guys, not too much more to do here. This is the team. Let's go ahead and simulate this second and final season and see if we can go back to back. Okay, so we are at the end of the regular season. Pretty much like the same energy as last year, man. I mean, 66 and 15. I think they had 65 wins last year. So, yeah, Chris Paul at the age of 35 still obviously probably bring into this team here. Plus, you know, having Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and, you know, the other guys helps out a lot too. And we finished with a L on the season. Well, there it is, man. Kawhi Leonard getting the MVP award. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block per game. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year on the New York Knicks. Man, I want to see that happen so bad. That'd be so exciting. Edwards, 6-man Kawhi Defensive Player. Again, Markelle Fultz, Most Improved. I believe in Markelle Fultz, 24, 3, and 6. And then Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year yet again, man. It's looking good out here for us. So, obviously, Kawhi making All-NBA first. Here's All-NBA second, All-NBA third, with Chris Paul actually making that. So, damn, bro, age 35, 1 year left on his contract, still an 89 overall player. This man going for another Supermax contract or something. I don't know. No, I think he actually has a player option after that season. But here we go, our first seed in the Western Conference. Let's go with these player stats on the season. So we know Kawhi's stat line. It does look like the overall scoring of the team has gone down a bit. Because last year, I think Chris Paul was like 4th or 5th in scoring, was averaging 18 points. So, you know, that did go down, but you got Paul George still dropping 26 and 4. I mean, CP3 still getting his 18 points, you know, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Montrez, how was he doing compared to last year? Man, you start the man, all of a sudden he wants to play worse. I mean, it's still really good numbers, and his field goal efficiency is up, so that's great. I'm just saying, though, man, like, I was expecting him to take, like, another jump. Now well, no, he wasn't the starting center, was he? Maybe he played less minutes. I guess I did start, what's his name? Okay, he did play a few less minutes. Sorry, guys, my mind's starting to go a little bit. I actually had to stop halfway through the rebuild because I did a reaction video to the new NBA rule changes on, Extra Crispy over there. So, yeah, so gauging my thoughts here, man. Okay, that makes more sense. Lou Williams, 13 points. He's 34. Mo Wagner as the full-time starting power forward for this team, 12.7 rebounds. Shooting-wise, he got 41% from 3. Played the position very nice. He did exactly what he needed to do. 3-point scoring and rebounding. And, just being lengthy out there at 6'11". Plus, he's only 23. So, we got the rookie Zeke as the starting center, 10.7 rebounds per game. Landry Shamet doing his thing out there. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay, first round, we do got the Utah Jazz. Simulate round, see how this goes. Come on, man. We're going for another championship. Second seed is the Denver Nuggets. I'm not too, they just got swept by Phoenix. So, and the Lakers lost to Houston. Wow, man. We got this, and I guess that's a lot closer right there. Okay, we got the 6 and 7 seed, though. If we get past the Warriors, I think our chances of us going back to the finals is pretty good. Simulate round, keep in mind, they got Steph Curry and Klay back on the Warriors now, so anything's possible. And we up 3-2, 3-3, and we win in a 7-game series. We got the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. Chris Paul's former team should be a good one. Let's see how this team's looking these days. 19 points, 19 points. Psh, gonna lock them up, man. It's probably just that one game. All right, let's get it. And 3-1, 4 games to 1. Easy peasy lemon bitch ass squeezy, as I like to say. Russell Westbrook dropped 38. Who the hell is this? Paul Reed. Well, we got Chris Paul. And, we got Paul from DePaul. That's pretty cool. Paul from DePaul. That's probably why he selected that college. I know if my name was Paul, I would select that college just for that choice. All right, we got the Milwaukee Bucks simulate rounds. Come on, okay. Hey, yo. Hey, there we go, guys. 7-game series. We win it. Kawhi Leonard, your finals MVP. 2 championships in this video. I mean, I can't take too much credit for this one. The foundation was already there. Adding Chris Paul was bonus. And, I filled in the role players and everything like that. I mean, we don't see the Clippers win the championship every single video. So, I had to have done something right out there. But overall, I do like how this team did turn out. It was a very fun rebuild. Maybe not really so much a rebuild, more like an add-on. It was an add to. I don't know, man. But, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all can drop that like. Subscribe if new to the channel. I know by now there's probably at least 200 comments of angry Clipper fans that don't want Chris Paul back. Well, hey. If this rebuild's any indication, maybe take a chance on him.